Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening everyone, good evening, good evening. If my voice is audible and there's no issues with the audio or the video, guys, please let me know. Great, amazing, guys, amazing. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. How was your day, guys? How was your day? Please let me know. How was the day, guys? Please let me know. Thank you so much, Sakshi, for asking. My day was also great. A bit of internal things that are currently going on to trying to sort them out as well. So I think so that should work out in a couple of days as well. Okay. Perfect. Okay, great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. So, can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. You guys let me know what have we made, what we have studied in our yesterday's class, guys. Please let me know. We have studied about alert. We have studied about prompt. Okay, basic JavaScript. Great. We have studied about inbuilt functions, var, console.log. Okay, anything else, guys? Concatenation. Great. Okay, so these are all the things that we studied in our yesterday's class. We also looked at the console panel as well, where we were coding. In today's class, we are going to start off with how to create our very own functions. Okay, we want to start off with how to create our very own functions, guys. So let's get started out with that for today. Okay, again for today as well you will be requiring. Okay, so why did we use let variable instead of var variable? Because when you start learning a particular language, you'll start learning by learning the abcds. You don't start by learning how to create words and everything. So right now we are learning the abcd itself. When the time comes when we require the use of let and cons, at that point of time I will be teaching you guys that as well. Okay, so like I said, I like to take things from basics. I don't do like, okay, basic then top then basic then top. Okay, you won't be able to learn anything like that. It's good that you already know that, but for those students who don't know that, okay, it becomes very difficult for them to understand. Like I said, I need to make sure that everybody who is learning right over here is able to start from the utmost basics and go towards the intermediate level. Okay, okay, so let's get started right away with the class, guys. Okay, so let me open up the console panel. So right over here, as you're able to see, I've done a right click and then I went for inspect element. Okay, so right click anywhere on the website and then go to inspect element itself. From there, guys, what you want to do is you are having a lot of options. You're having console, elements, sources, network. So right now, for example, yesterday we were working in the sources. Okay, yesterday we were working in the sources itself. So if you guys remember, for example, if I want to create a greeting message, okay, if I want to create a greeting message wherein when a user is coming to my website, I'm taking in his name, okay, I'm saving it in a variable, and then I'm creating, okay, then I'm creating alert out there. I'm creating an alert out there that is saying hi, whatever the name is, how are you? Okay, hi, whatever the name that the user gave as an input, how are you? That is what we want to do right now. So let's try to do that. Okay, let's try to do that. So right over here, what we are going to do is we are going to create a variable. So var name is equals to pro mtt prompt, what is your name? So this is exactly what we have learned in the yesterday's class itself, guys. Do you guys remember this? Please do let me know. Do you guys remember this? Please do let me know, guys. Please focus upon the class. Please do not focus on anything else, guys. You guys remember this? Please let me know. Great. So as soon as I'm pressing enter, it is asking for my name, as you're able to see. So I am going to put up my name, that is Shaurya, 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 and that is getting saved inside a variable called as name. Okay, then I am going to create an alert. Okay, so alert alert, and then hi name, how are you? Okay, I'm creating a message right over here saying hi. I'm concatenating the variable name. Okay, that is Shaurya, and then how are you right over here. As soon as I'm pressing enter, you are able to see that I'm getting an alert saying hi Shaurya, how are you? Now the main problem that I'm facing right now is that every time that I want to execute a particular line of code, every time that I want to execute a particular line of code, I just press enter and it gets executed. What if I want to execute multiple lines of code? Okay, I want to write both these lines of code together. Var name equals to prompt, what is your name? Then I want to write alert, hi name, how are you? I want to write both of these lines together, and then I want to execute both of the lines at the same time. Okay, I don't want to write one line of code and then press enter and then it will like execute that particular line of code. Then I will write another line of code and I will press enter, it will execute this particular line of code. So how can I write multiple lines of code at any point of time? So for that, instead of pressing enter, so for example, var name is to prompt, what is your name? This is the first line of code. I want to write the next line of code. I want to go to the next line. I don't want to execute this particular line of code. For that, do not press enter. Do not press enter. This is not your Word document that you press enter and the cursor moves to the next line. It will just run that particular line of code. To do that, you have to press shift enter, guys. You have to press shift enter. So that will, as you're able to see, as I press shift enter, it is taking it to the next line of code, guys. Okay, it is taking it to my cursor is getting to the next line, and then I can write the next line of code, alert, and then hi name, how are you? Okay, as you're able to see, as soon as I press shift enter, it took me to the next line of code where I was able to write another line of code. Now when I'm pressing enter, first I'm getting the prompt. I'm writing my name as Priyanshu, Priyanshu. Okay, I'm getting hi Priyanshu, how are you? So as you're able to see, I didn't have to write one line of code and just press enter to execute that. I can write multiple lines of code as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. You guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So now the biggest problem with this is maybe you want to write like 300 400 lines of code. Okay, you don't want to write one or two lines of code, you want to write 300 400 lines of code itself. For that, like if you have to press shift enter every single time that you want to write a new line of code, then it is possible at some particular point of time that instead of pressing shift enter, by mistake you pressed enter. Okay, by mistake you pressed enter, and that will just execute, like maybe you have to write 400 lines of code. After writing 100 lines of code itself, instead of pressing shift enter, by mistake you said press enter, so that will just execute that particular 100 lines of code itself, and then you have to write that code again. Okay, so it's a big headache. Okay, it's a big headache. This console is usually used when you want to execute just like one or two lines of code itself, not when you want to write a lot of code. Okay, so you use console when you want to write one or two lines of code itself. Okay, not when you are writing like 100 or 200 or 300 lines of code. Okay, so never do that. Okay, never use console for that purpose. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to shift from the console to sources. Okay, we are going to shift from console to snippets. Okay, we're going to shift from console to snippets. Now from where can you open the snippets, guys? Okay, so right over here you are having console, elements, sources, network. I want you guys to select sources. Okay, I want you guys to select sources. Okay, Ria Kale, I think so you are coming late to the bootcamp or something. I've been telling this for the past 2 days. I'm not going to repeat which platform I'm using for coding purpose. Okay, somebody please help Ria out with her question. So right over here, as you're able to see, I'm having sources, elements, and console elements and sources. I want you guys to select sources right over here. Inside of sources, there is this particular button on the left hand side that is telling show navigator. Okay. If you are hovering over this button on the left hand side, you will be able to see show navigator being written right over there. Now I want to click on this particular button. Right over here, as you're able to see, you are having page, snippets, and so on and so forth. You're having page, snippets, will have other options like file system, overrides, content scripts, okay, and much more right over here. Okay, so I want you guys to select snippets. Okay, I want you guys to select snippets right over here. Then click on create a new snippet. Okay, new snippet. Okay, click on new snippet. You can write the name of this new snippet as anything. Okay, you can write the like name of this particular snippet as anything. Let's assume, let us take Gotham. Okay, Gautam, Gotham. Okay, because Gotham is helping a fellow mate out, so I'm using his name, Gotham. Gautam. You can name it as anything that you want. But at the end, you have to put .js. Okay, at the end, you have to put an extension called as .js. Okay, so .js is basically a JavaScript file. Okay, just like you're having a .pdf, .ppt, JSON, doc. So all these are a particular type of file. Right over here, this particular file is a JavaScript file. Okay, this particular file is a JavaScript file. As soon as I press enter, I've created a file that is called as Gotham.js. I've created a file that is called as Gotham.js right over here. Vidya Sagar, I've already told you, never code along with me. Wait till the end of the class to code along. You will be able to get snippets because you are not listening to me the 100% time. You are not able to find snippets. Okay, so please, I'm telling you guys, never ever. So this is a particular example. Vidya Sagar is a particular example, guys. Never ever code along with me. Then you're not listening to me, and if you're not listening to me, you won't be able to do it correctly. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, we have created a particular file called as Gotham.js. Okay, we have created a file that is called as Gotham.js. Now, this particular file itself, as you are able to see, is a JavaScript file. Okay, you can write your JavaScript code inside of this particular file, guys. Okay, so just like in a document, okay, just like in a document, you open up a Word document, you start writing it, okay, you complete finishing up the document, and then you say that, okay, I've written my article. In this similar way, like unlike console, where every time that you were writing a new line of code, you have to press shift enter to go to the next line and then write that line of code. Here you can write all your code at once. Okay, you can write all your code at once. Okay, so right over here, for example, if I want to write var name is equals to prompt prompt, then what is your name? Okay, now if I want to go to the next line, okay, if I want to go to the next line, I don't have to press shift enter right over here. I don't have to press shift enter. Just like a normal Word document, I press enter. Okay, just like you type in a normal Word document, I just press enter, and then I'm able to reach the next line of code itself. I can write my next line of code here. alert alert. Okay, hi plus name plus how are you question mark. So as you're able to see, I'm able to, so once I've finished writing my code, okay, just like a normal text document, how you have a text document, you finish up writing your code itself. Now you want to save this code, okay, you want to save whatever you have written. So just press Control S. Okay, just press Control S right over here. It will save all that code for you. Now when you want to run these lines of code, okay, now when you want to run these lines of code, there's a button on the bottom right side. Okay, bottom right side, as you're able to see, it's a play like button, okay, with Control plus enter written next to it. Okay, it's a play like button with Control plus enter written next to it. If you want to run this particular file that contains, it may contain 10,000 lines of code, it may contain 40,000 lines of code itself. We don't know about it. We don't care about it. If you want to run all the code present in this particular file, you just click on this particular control plus enter, okay, or this particular play button, or you can just press control enter, okay. That all these cases are possible. So right now I'm just clicking on this particular button. As we're able to see, this Gotham.js got executed. Now I will write my name as Gautam Gotham. Okay, I will press enter. As you able to see, I'm getting my answer as hi Gotham, how are you? Okay, hi Gotham, how are you? Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Yes, Swar can automatically take all the data types together. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So this is the benefit of using snippets over console. In snippets, you are writing all your code in a file, you are saving it, you are then running that file, entire file itself, okay? And whenever you want to make any changes, you're coming back to the file and making the changes according to that. Okay, now let us try to understand how to create our very first function. Okay, how to create our very first function. I previously told you by an example as well that guys, for example, if I'm telling you to bring me a glass of water, okay, I don't have to specify all these steps that are involved in the process. I don't have to tell you that, okay, get up, walk 10 meters in front of you, take a left, walk 5 meters in front of you, take a right, press the second button on the machine that produces water, pick up a glass, put it inside that, let the glass fill up, press that button once again to close that flow of water, take a right, okay, walk 5 meters in front of you, take a right, walk 10 meters in front of you, hand me the glass of water. I don't have to tell you all these steps. You already know that. You already know that when I say that, okay, bring me a glass of water, these are the steps that I want to do. These are the steps that I want to do. In a similar way, functions are just like variables are there. Okay, variables store value inside of them. Okay, variables store value inside of them. In a similar way, your functions store pieces of code inside of them. Okay, functions store pieces of code inside of them. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Sonu Kumar, if you had been in the class from the very starting, you would be able to understand. If you're coming after 10 minutes of the class has started, even I cannot help you. Okay. You guys able to understand this, that just like variables are used to store value inside of them, in a similar way functions are used to store pieces of code inside of them. For example, I want to, so this is something that I call as a greeting, okay, where I take in the name of the user and create an alert greeting them that hi Shaurya, how are you? Okay, I call this as greeting. So what I want to do is every single time a particular user is coming to my website, okay, a particular user is coming to my website, I want to create, okay, I want to create a greeting for them. Now to write these two lines of code again and again every single time somebody is there is a lot of work, okay, it's a lot of effort. Now if I want to change my greeting, I want to introduce like hi Shaurya, how are you, I want to change it to hi Shaurya, like what is your age, okay, or something like that. Okay, so I will have to change all the code everywhere I had written these two lines of code. I have to change all that code in my entire project. Okay, I don't want to do that. So for that reason itself, we have something called as functions. So let us create our very first function, guys. So we'll to create a function, it's very simple. You have to first declare that you're creating a function, just like when you're creating a variable, you have to write var. Similar to that, when you're creating a function, you have to write function, function function. Now, what is the name of this particular function, guys? Greeting, greeting. I'm naming this function as greeting itself. This bracket for currently we are keeping it as empty. Okay, this bracket we are keeping this as empty for right now. Later on we will be filling it up. Okay, later on we'll be understanding why this particular bracket is there and what is its use. But for right now we are keeping this as empty itself. Okay, so what we are going to do right now is we are going to shift all our code from here, all our code that we had created from here into the function. Okay, into the function right over here. So now this function called as greeting, okay, this function called as greeting has this particular two lines of code inside of it. Okay, it refers to these two lines of code. Okay, this refers to these two lines of code, guys. So whenever I'm talking about the greeting function, I'm referring to these two lines of code that it contains within them. For example, whenever I'm like talking about the variable name, it refers to Shaurya that it contains inside of it. Okay. Similar to that, whenever I refer to greeting, it contains these two lines of code inside of it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So now I've just declared my function right over here. So basically what I mean by that is, let me tell you guys that. So let's assume that this is, no, we cannot assume that, we already know it. Just give me a second. This up. Okay, so let's see that this is Batman. Okay, this is Batman. So I introduce you to Batman right now. I tell him that okay, this is the Dark Knight. His major rival is Joker. He fights crime in the dark, in the night itself. So anytime that you're getting mugged, you can call this particular Batman, and he will come and help you guys out, and so on and so forth. Okay, I've just introduced you to the Batman right now. Okay, so this is Batman basically. I'm Batman. His favorite catchphrase is I'm Batman right now. Okay, so this is the same thing that we are doing right over here as well. Here we are creating the function called as greeting. We are just in creating that. We are just defining it that this is Batman. This is greeting. Okay, that's it. We aren't doing anything else with it. Okay, we aren't doing anything else with it. We're just creating this particular function. Okay, we are just creating this particular function. Now, if you want to use, so if I'm running this particular line of code, if I'm saving this, if I'm running this particular line of code, nothing happens. I'm not getting any like prompt. I'm not getting any kind of alert. Nothing happens right over here because you're just creating, you're just defining that function. Right now, I've just defined Batman. Now, if you're walking in the alley in the middle of the night and somebody is mugging you or somebody is harassing you, then you will be calling out to Batman that Batman, please come and help me. Okay, you will be calling out to Batman that Batman, please come and help me. Only then Batman will be able to come and help you. Now, both the things are important. Okay, you need to first know who is Batman. I need to introduce you. I need to describe him. I need to give you a detailed information about Batman. That is also important so that you know whom to call. And second, whenever you are getting mugged, you need to call Batman itself. You need to call Batman. Maybe you are having a torch that has Batman sticker on top of it and you are able to create the like bat signal or something like that. Whatever the case is, okay, whatever the case is, you need to call that to use Batman. So right now what is happening right over here is you're just creating a like function. You're just declaring a function. You're just creating a function to be able to use it. Okay, to be able to, Sonu Kumar, if you're not able to understand, please be on time. Okay, there's nothing else that I can do for you. I'm trying to make sure that it is as simple as possible for everyone to understand. I'm making sure that I'm repeating everything twice and thrice. But if you're still not able to understand, that means either you were not paying attention in the class in the first 5 minutes when I started the class, because I know in the first 5 minutes you're not there in the class. Because I was able to see people writing, yes, sir, good morning, sir, good evening, sir, all those kind of shit. I was able to see you were not there in the messages because your color is unique. So I'm able to see that. Okay. So please do not, like, if you are not coming to the class on time, please do not disturb the class as well. Okay. Because if I'm able to understand everybody who is in the class, who is coming on time, who has been there for the past 3 days, is able to understand everything, please do let me know. Everybody who is in the class right now, who has been coming to the class on time every single day for the past 3 days, are you guys able to understand everything up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Great. For those who are not coming on time and still you're complaining that I'm not able to understand, dude, you are not going to understand. Nobody can. If you're jumping in the middle of the train, either you're going to get crushed or going to get thrown off from the train itself. That is what is happening with you. So be punctual to the class. You will be able to understand everything. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for helping me out. Okay, so like I said, right over here, you have just declared the function. Okay, that is the reason why when you try to like run this particular lines of this particular file called as gotham.js, nothing is happening. Okay, so to be able to use this function, you need to call it. Okay, you need to call it. Okay, to use this function, you need to call it. So how to call a function, guys? How to call a function? To call a function, write down its name. Okay, right now the name of this particular function is greeting. So greeting, greeting. Write down its name, then parenthesis, and then semicolon at the end. Okay, name, parenthesis, semicolon. That's it. Nothing too difficult about it. Okay, nothing too difficult about it. So right now, guys, I'm telling you guys right now, only for those who are listening to me in the class, that today there will be only one attendance. Okay, one more thing, guys. Please be smart. Okay, don't be dumb. I know you guys are very smart, and see, these certificates really carry value if and only if we are giving it to only those students who actually deserve it. If we are giving these certificates to everybody who is attending the boot camp, then these certificates carry no value. Having these certificates on your resume is as equivalent to having a piece of bird poop on your resume. Okay, exactly, it has that much significance. If you really want the certificate to make a difference on your resume, please try to understand one thing: be selfish sometimes. Okay, see, it's good that you want to help everybody out, it's good that you want to teach everybody. Great. Okay, but sometimes in life you should be selfish for yourself. Okay, for your own personal growth, for your own personal gains, you should be selfish. So be selfish. Never tell anybody, has the attendance been taken up, when is the attendance, has the how many attendances are there. Never talk about any attendance. If anybody asks in the live chat that has the attendance been taken up, okay, or when is the attendance, okay, what is the process of the attendance, just tell one thing. Okay, just tell one thing: we don't know, we have been conveyed nothing related to attendance itself. I don't know what even attendance means. This is the very first time that I'm hearing this particular word. Be selfish. Okay, be selfish for your own personal growth and gains. Okay, guys. Great. Now I'm telling you guys that today's attendance, I will be showing you guys today's attendance. There will be only one attendance. I'll be showing you guys attendance somewhere in the middle of the class itself. Okay, but today's attendance you will only be able to fill. Okay, after the class is over. Okay, for example, today's class will go on till like let's say 8:45 or 9. Then today's attendance will open up exactly at 10. Okay, it will open up just for 15 minutes from 10 to 10:15. Please write it down right now. Please put up an alarm clock if you want. Right, I'm putting up an alarm clock. Set an alarm for 10 p.m. Set an alarm for 10:15 p.m. Okay, so today's attendance will open up exactly at 10. Before that, if you're scanning the QR code, it will show that the form is closed. It will show that the form is closed. If you are opening it up after 10:15 as well, it will show that the form is closed. Only between 10 and 10:15 will the attendance form open up. You have to fill that attendance form at that point of time itself. Please do not discuss this any further. Are you guys able to understand? Please do let me know. QR code, I'll be showing it within the class itself at any particular point of time. I don't know when I will be showing it, but that is the time when the QR code will work. You're scanning the QR code before that or after that, it will show you that the attendance form is closed. Okay, so please try to understand this. Please do not discuss this any further. Okay, if anybody is asking any questions related to attendance, just say that we don't know. Okay, great, guys. So let me just put it on. Set an alarm for 9:59. Great, guys. So let's get started with the question itself. Right over here, we have declared the function. Okay, right over here, we have declared the function, and now we want to call the function. So calling the function is very simple. Okay, we are having greeting. Okay, the name of the function. Okay, greeting, and then we are having your parenthesis and then semicolon at the end. One more thing, guys, I want you guys to know is that you can even remove the semicolons. Your code will work absolutely fine. Okay, even if you are removing the semicolons in the particular code, okay, you can be chill about it. It will still work. Okay, there will be no issues because your browsers are smart enough to replace those with semicolons on their own. Okay, now the problem with this is when you are writing very huge lines of code, okay, very huge lines of code at any particular point of time, let's say like 10,000, 20,000 lines of code. At that particular point of time, if you're not putting semicolons, you might run up in some absurd errors. Okay, your code will not work properly. Your code will give you errors at every single point of time. Okay, so that is the reason why I always suggest you guys that even though not putting up semicolons might work, might not always, might work, always prefer to put semicolons, guys. Okay, always prefer to put semicolons. Just like in English, you are able to read a particular line, like a particular paragraph, without even having any punctuations in it, but it's always better to have punctuations in a particular paragraph. In the same way, semicolons basically identify where a particular line of code ends. Okay, so that is the reason why we need to put it up right over there. Okay, so right over here, now when I'm putting up the call, okay, that is greeting, okay, or Batman help me. Okay, so I'm playing this. You are able to see that we are getting what is your name. I'll put up some name from here in the live chat. Let's put up Shubham. Okay, we'll put up SHUBHAM, Shubham Shukla. We'll just put Shubham first name and we'll press OK. Hi Shubham, how are you? Okay, hi Shubham, how are you? Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Now let's assume that Shubham is basically like he's like very much into DevTown. Okay, he's like, I will become the campus ambassador for DevTown. I will have events organized in my own like class itself, my own college as well. So he's a lot more into like DevTown, and we are like, dude, like you are an awesome person. Okay, you are helping us out with the same. So let's assume that he has created a party. He's organizing a party for all of us. Okay, Shubham Shukla is organizing a party for all of us. Let me create a Paint application, Paint, Paint. I've not eaten my lunch up till now. I'm feeling so hungry right now, but no issues in that. Okay, so let's assume that Shubham Shukla is organizing a party for all of us. All of us in this bootcamp, Shubham Shukla is like, wherever you are, come to my house, we'll have a party. Okay, so we are like, cool, cool. Party, free food, we cannot ignore that. Okay, I didn't have my lunch. I'm like, dude, I'm coming right now itself. So this is Shubham Shukla's party right over here. Let us have an entry gate. Let us have an exit gate as well. This should be like this. The exit gate. Now, what Shubham Shukla is saying that you're coming to my party. Although the free food is free and everything, okay, it's good, but you can only come if you are above 18 years of old. In the party, there is going to be some things that are there that are not something that people less than 18 should do. Okay, so Shubham Shukla is like, if you want to come to my party, there's a fountain of champagne and everything, but you have to be 18 years and above to get entry into my party. Okay, so you have to bring your Aadhaar card wherein your age is there. Okay, your age is there. So let's assume that this is Shubham Shukla. Okay, this is Shubham Shukla inside the party. It's like, yeah, party. Let's have something like phone like structure with like pom coming out of it. It looks like a Basi ice cream, but no issues in that. Okay, so Shubham Shukla is like, dude, I've created a party and everything. Now, if you want to come in, there's a bouncer at the gate. Okay, there's a bouncer at the gate. He's like, if you want to join the party, you have to like be 18 years and above. Okay, so now I'm like, hey, dude, like I'm here. Of course, I'm 18 years and above. I'm like, this is my Aadhaar card. I'll come up with my Aadhaar card. I'll be like, this is my Aadhaar card. Let me enter into the party, and the bouncer will be letting me enter into the party, and Shubham Shukla and I will vibe throughout the party itself. Okay. Now, the problem with this is that any other person who does not has an Aadhaar card, okay, maybe he forgot to bring his Aadhaar card. Okay, he's forgot to bring his Aadhaar card. He was a localite. He was like, okay, I will also go and have a party with everybody. And he forgot to bring his Aadhaar card. He does not even has any DG ID or something like that. He comes to the bouncer. He is like, I will give you like 500 rupees. Let me get into the party. And Shubham and the bouncer is like, no. This party is only for, first of all, you have to be a particular student from DevTown. Okay. And second of all, you need to be 18 years and above to be able to enter into the party itself. He will just run him off. Okay. So to be able to be eligible to be enter into the party, okay, you need to bring your age. Okay, you need to bring your age. Let's assume that the exact same thing goes on with this particular party. Okay, this particular party is like a function. This is the greeting function. Okay, this is the greeting function. But this greeting function itself uses your age inside of the code. Okay, let's assume we are changing the code inside of greeting. Okay, we're having what is your name? Hi name, and then we are having you are dash age plus years old. Okay, we are changing the code to this. Okay, we are changing the code to this, that alert, hi, name, you are this many age years old. Okay, this many years old. Are you guys able to think? Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. You guys able to understand that alert, hi name, you are dash years old. Okay, we want to do this. Now the age that the user is bringing into the function, okay, the age that the user is providing to this party, so this party is a function itself. Okay, this function now needs an age. Okay, it needs the age that is it is going to use inside of the function itself. Okay, so in right now the greeting is like greeting. Greeting, it takes an age that is it is going to use within the function itself. That is how this particular function is going to execute. Okay, the age that you are able to bring into the function, it is going to use that inside of the function itself. So for that we need to define age. We need to tell where this age is. We need to provide greeting with the age. Now there are two greetings. Okay, there are two greetings. One is this where we are defining the greeting function. We are defining the greeting function. We are telling that this is Batman and he needs this particular utility built. Okay, right now we have told you guys about Batman. Okay, so this function is like greeting. Okay, this is like Batman. Okay, this is Batman. Now you need to specify that it requires this utility build to do most of the stuff that he does. He requires this build, utility build, to do whatever he is doing right now. All the boomerangs, batarangs, all the guns and everything, smoke bombs. He needs this utility build for that. Similar to that, you need to tell here in the function as well. You are using this age. You are using this age, but you need to tell where is this age coming from. So you need to provide, you need to declare that this greeting function takes in age as a parameter. Okay, it takes age as a parameter. You don't have to write var age because you are not declaring age. You are not declaring age. What you are doing right over here is telling that this function greeting requires a parameter that is called as age that it is going to utilize inside of the function itself. Okay, that it is going to utilize inside of the function itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. So here you are declaring that this function, this Batman, requires a utility build. Okay, now to use that function, to use that utility build, when you are calling that function, you need to provide the function with an attribute called as age. Okay, you need to provide it with an attribute called as age. That is, let's say I am 21 years old. Let's assume that I'm 21 years old. So I have to provide the function with the attribute that we have declared right over here, that it requires a parameter that is age. We need to specify the age right over here, and that 21 it is going to use inside of the function. And as I'm saving this and playing this, what is your name? So I'm going to use whose party was it? I forgot. Shubham's party was it? Shubham. Okay, so Shubham Shukla, I'm providing his name right over here and saying, hi Shubham, you are 21 years old. Okay, hi Shubham, you are 21 years old. Now there's a one more thing that we need to understand. Okay, there's one more thing that we need to understand. Yesterday I told you guys we'll be learning about this undefined that is coming up. Okay, we need to learn about this undefined that is coming up. I told you guys that once we have learned about functions, I will be telling you guys about that. Like I said, I take things from the utmost basics. I like to do that because it helps me help you build up your concepts further. Concepts are exceptionally important, guys, wherever you go. Okay, so let's try to understand this, and this is very simple, guys. You will be able to understand it in a jiffy. Okay, it will be so easy for you guys. Okay, so let's understand something. Whenever we write an alert function, okay, whenever we write alert, hello, I've written here alert hello. Okay, as soon as I'm pressing enter, I'm getting hello on my screen. Am I right, guys? Please do let me know. I'm getting a hello on my screen, guys. Please do let me know. Great. So now, but as soon as it is getting enter, like we are ending it, we are getting undefined right over here. We are getting undefined right over here. Similar to that, if I am writing a prompt, if I'm writing prompt, what is your name, and I'm writing my name as Shaurya, instead of getting undefined, I'm getting something back. I'm getting Shaurya back right over here. So what is happening right now is that whenever you are running alert, okay, whenever you are running the function alert, you're providing it with an input as well. You're providing it just like we provided age as an input. You're providing hello as an input to alert. But is that function giving you something back? When you're ending that function, it is showing you a notification that is programmed, but is it giving some value back to you? Is it giving, like, for example, when I'm leaving Shubham, so Shubham is a very big person, okay, he's a very open-hearted person. When we are leaving his party, Shubham is giving us with a return gift. Okay, Shubham is making us leave with a return gift in our hand. Okay, Shubham is like a very big-hearted person, so he's like leaving us outside with a gift in our hand as well. So he's a very good person right over here. Okay, so let's understand this, that so this alert function, okay, this alert function is not giving us any kind of return gift back. It is not giving us any kind of return gift back. Whereas prompt, whatever the user in gave an input, okay, whatever the user gave an input inside of the prompt, this prompt is giving us, it is returning us back, guys. It is returning us back. And hence, because alert is not giving us anything, we are getting undefined printed out right over here, whereas prompt is giving us something, and hence we are getting Shaurya printed out right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. You guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. So if we want our function, so this prompt is an inbuilt function. What if we want our function to return something back to us? Okay, if we want prompt to return our function greeting to return something back to us, what can we do? Okay, what can we do about it? For that, we need to have, okay, we need to provide a return statement. We need to tell that, okay, when this function is ending, it will return this back to you. So for that, we are going to return, let's assume we want to return age divided by 5. Okay, why I'm returning age divided by 5, I have no idea. I'm just doing that according to my will. Okay, I'm just doing that. Okay, age divided by 5, whatever the age that you gave as an input divided by 5, I want to return that back. Okay, I want to return that back. Why I'm doing that is just random. You can do a divide by 12, divide by 500, multiplied by 400, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Okay, I'm just taking up an example. Okay, I'm just taking up an example. So what this says is, first, when you start a greeting function, you provide an input, that parameter, that is age. Then you create a variable called as name, take in the name, save it inside of like name itself. Okay, Then you are having alert. Okay, alert generates the particular alert for you. Then you are having the return statement, that is the last statement of your function. When the function is ending, this return statement gets executed and it returns back age, that is 21, divided by 5, that is approximately 4.02. Okay, so that is what will be returned back to you. Okay, 4.2, sorry, 4.2. Okay, that will be returned back to you. Okay, so this is what we have done. So if I'm saving this right over here, I'm going to my console, I'm writing my function greeting, greeting, and I'm providing it with 21 right over here, then semicolon, I'm entering this. Okay, you are able to see what is your name. So Shubham again is Shubham, Shubham, and we are able to see, hi Shubham, you are 21 years old, that is the alert, and then we are able to get 4.2 returned back to us. Instead of getting undefined, we are getting 4.2 returned back to us. Okay, now it is not the case wherein you can only take one input. Okay, it's not like you can only take age as a parameter. You can take age and ADRESS address, ADDRESS address. You can take an address as an parameter as well. You can take hundreds and thousands of different parameters inside. It's like no limit. Okay, and you can use it automatically as well. So for example, I can write old, you live in plus ADDRESS address. Okay, so I've just added a particular new input as well, a new parameter, that is address right over here. So age comma address, these are the two parameters that I require. Now if I'm saving this, if I am removing this from right over here, I'm saving this is the declaration. Now I'm going back into console, I'm writing greeting comma Bangalore. Okay, and then I'm pressing enter. So you're able to see Shaurya. I'm getting, hi Shaurya, you're 21 years old and you live in Bangalore. Okay, you live in Bangalore. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, so any questions up till here, guys? Please do let me know. Any questions up till here? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So let's get started with one more thing. Now, why were we coding inside of the browser? Okay, why were we coding inside of console? Why were we using sources, snippets to write our code? Why were we not using something like VS Code, or why were we not using something like Atom or some other IDE or integrated development environment? Okay, so the reason for that is actually pretty simple, and that is the reason why I was actually using this, so that I'm able to explain this to you guys very easily. Now, if you guys remember, okay, if you guys remember, I said that JavaScript was originally created to live inside of the browser. Okay, whatever your like computations and everything that you wanted to happen, whatever. So a lightweight language that could live and execute itself within the browser without utilizing a lot of resources. Okay, a lot of resources from your computer's end. Okay, a lot of resources from your computer's end itself, guys. Okay, so for that particular reason, so what will happen? Okay, just think about it. If I was able to create a particular language, let's say that JavaScript was able to execute automatically outside the browser itself. Outside the browser itself, it was able to execute automatically. Then that will the case, whatever your website, whatever website that you were visiting. Okay, so for example, you are visiting some website. This is the website right over here. It will be able to access all the files. Okay, all the files, all the folders. Okay, everything, all the videos that you have kept inside of your computer itself. Okay, if JavaScript was able to execute outside the browser as well, it will be able to access your websites, will directly be able to access all your folders, all your files, all your videos, everything that is there inside of your computer. Are you guys okay with that? Are you guys okay with that? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys okay with that? Please do let me know. Are you guys okay with this? Please do let me know, guys. Exactly. Nobody is okay with this. Your all the private files, all your private folders will be easily uploaded to the internet and everybody would be able to see this. Your website will be able to access everything from your computer directly. Nobody wants that. Okay. Nobody wants that at any particular point of time. So for that reason itself, JavaScript was created in such a way that it can only execute itself. It can only work inside of the browser. Okay. Your browser is like a jail for JavaScript. Your browser is like a jail for JavaScript. Okay. So that is how your JavaScript was made, that it can only execute. Your browser only has the tools and technologies necessary to execute JavaScript. Okay, that is the reason why instead of downloading VS Code or something like that into your computer and then starting to code, we use console, we use scripts, we use snippets, sources that are already present inside of the browser itself, that are already present inside of the browser itself. Let me reframe this in a particular way that you guys are easily able to understand. Think about the browser. You are having Earth. Okay, you are having this Earth right over here. This is our lovely planet Earth. Okay, and this is the atmosphere that surrounds Earth. Oh shit, this is the atmosphere that surrounds our lovely planet Earth. Okay, now this little person is me. Okay, it's people, basically it's a human. It can survive. Okay, it can survive in anywhere near the Earth's atmosphere. Anywhere, if it is inside the Earth's atmosphere, it will be able to survive. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. This human will be able to survive anywhere inside the atmosphere, guys. Please do let me know. In a similar way, this human is nothing else but JavaScript, and this atmosphere is nothing else but your browser. Your JavaScript is able to live, execute, and like do whatever the fuck it wants inside of the browser itself. It cannot do anything outside that. Okay, it cannot do anything outside that. Okay, now as soon as I'm putting the human inside of the space, okay, outside the atmosphere, this is your space. Okay, space, outside the atmosphere, it's your space. Okay, as soon as I'm putting the human inside of the space, it will die immediately. Am I right or wrong, guys? It will die immediately. Please do let me know, because it does not have the required resources to survive in the outer space. Okay, in the outer space. Similar to that, when you are having, okay, when you are, so space, as soon as it has been kept in space, he's immediately dying. He does not have anything to survive on his own. Again, we don't want that at any particular point of time. Okay, but there, so the same thing happens with JavaScript. As soon as JavaScript is brought outside the browser, inside of your computer, your space is your computer, guys. Your space is your computer. As soon as your JavaScript is brought outside into the computer itself, it won't work. It will die immediately. It does not have the right resources to help it survive. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. But now the entire backend code for every single industry is usually written in JavaScript. How is that done? Now your backend basically lives on servers. Okay, your backend code, whatever you're writing, lives on servers itself. Servers are nothing else but computers. So your backend code that is written in JavaScript is being able to execute directly on computers. But this is contradicting to what we learned right now. So why is that the case? Why is that the case? So that is because when humans go into space, they have something called as space suits. Okay, when humans go into space, they have something called as space suits, guys. So it looks something like this. You are having a helmet, and then you are having the space suit that surrounds all their body parts. Okay, this space suit provides the humans with additional functionality as well as the basic necessity in which they will be able to survive inside of space. Okay, the space suit is able to provide some additional functionalities as well as some particular basic necessities that will help the humans survive in space. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. So this page suite itself is referred to as node.js. This technology called as node.js is able to provide JavaScript the required necessities as well as some additional features which helps JavaScript survive. Okay, survive inside of a computer, work inside of a computer. That is why node.js, think of node.js as a huge arena that it is able to build for JavaScript inside of the computer for JavaScript to work and function properly. Okay, to work and function properly. That is the use of the technology referred to as node.js. Okay, and that is the reason why we are able to build such great backend using JavaScript, and it is able to live on the servers that are computers as well. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So somebody was asking for my system specification, like what is the configuration of my system. I also don't remember it actually. Let me just find it out what it is. Let me go to settings. Okay. Inside of the settings, I have to check up the hardware specs. So I need to set up the system. So where is system? Right over here. Inside of the system, I have to find out my the system about device specification. Okay, so this is my device specification. As you are able to see, for those who are interested in the same, I have an AMD Ryzen 9 55900HS with Radeon graphics. Okay, I have 16 GBs of RAM, and okay, I'm not able to find the device specification for the Nvidia. So that I think so I have to find it from somewhere else, because the graphics I'm not able to see it from right here. See in gaming if I'm able to find it. Let me find it in Nvidia control panel. That works. Okay, I have an RTX 3060 inside of my laptop. So that is the like GPU that I'm having right now. So that is a small introduction to the config of my this laptop. I have another two laptops as well. I don't know their configuration. I will have to check that as well. Okay, so are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great, amazing, guys, amazing. So yeah, let's okay, let's stop right over here. We'll continue from tomorrow itself. We are going to start with our like whatever the case is. Okay, for today, guys, I wanted to let you guys know, if you guys are interested to join the campus ambassador program. So we have a program as well that is referred to as the campus ambassador program. It's like a 1 month long internship. You can intern with us for as long as you want. Okay, that is totally up to you. As a campus ambassador, we call them as our citizens because of the name DevTown, development town. So you guys will be the citizens of this town. Your like requirements that we have from you guys is you should be able to help us to organize events and webinars and some hackathons and everything inside of your college on a national scale, manage that properly, create clubs within your own college. And that is what like an initial like requirement is there. Okay, so if you guys are interested for that, of course, along with that, there will be stipends as well. So we'll be telling you guys. So it will be a performance-based stipends that will be there. If you guys are interested in that, it will be great that if you are able to join us. Like I said, it's like I said, there will be a stipend as well that we will be giving to you guys according to your performance. Okay, so that is how we will be having that. Okay, so it's like we will be giving you guys a stipend if you are performing well in that. That is how it will work. And like I said, the requirements will be like you should be able to organize some events in your own college. You will be able to help us out with maybe events on a national scale as well, webinars and everything. So that is how it will work. If you are interested in the same, in the description of the video itself, you will be able to find a link to the campus ambassador program, if I am not wrong. Okay, so let me just open up the link. Let me check if the description is there or not. So this is the video that you guys are currently watching. Okay, if you scroll down below into the same, you will be able to see a link right over here saying join campus ambassador program. Okay, this is the link. Join campus ambassador program down in the description of the video itself. You can fill this particular form up. Somebody from our team will be able to reach out to you guys within the next week or so, and they will be helping you guys out with the same as well. As you are able to see, we currently have almost 2,900 campus ambassadors throughout the country. So if you guys want to join us, it will be great. We will be able to help you guys out with some of the things as well. You will be able to help us out to reach to more number of students, so help them learn a lot of different things. And yeah, let's assume that you guys are there inside of the program. It will be great to meet you guys as well and to get a chance to work with you. So let's think that it will be all positive and you guys will be there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the attendance link for today, guys. Okay, so our campus ambassador program is something that happens like every single month. We onboard students and then we train them for the campus ambassador and everything. So you don't have to worry about it. So if you are registering for the campus ambassador program right now, you will be able to get into the program within the next week itself, guys. Okay. So it will be, I'm extremely excited if you guys are willing to be a part of the campus ambassador program. I will love to hear from you guys as well. Okay. So let me show you guys the QR code for today, guys. And let me download it. So this is the QR code as well. Okay, so please do register yourself for the campus ambassador program today itself. Okay, do not waste any time today. Register yourself. Within the next week you will be onboarded and your training will be started and your internship as well. It will be great to meet you guys as well, guys. Okay, so this is the QR code for today's class, as you are able to see. Okay, I've already told everything about the QR code. Those who are facing any problems, okay, you can just go ahead and reach out to me. I forgot to close the QR code. I will just close it right now. So I'm so sorry for the same. Again, so I've closed the QR code. No responses. Okay, so the QR code is closed. We already know what is there with the attendance and everything. Okay, so like I said, the campus ambassador program, it will be a performance based stipend that you will be able to get. So if you are doing good in the campus ambassador program, we will be paying you. Okay, the DevTown will be paying you. Okay, so the link to apply for the same is down in the description of the video, guys. You can approach us from right over there. Okay, and thank you so much, guys, and we'll continue from right over there, guys. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys.